Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the month of May 2016. This month, it looks like a really nice month, actually, for you. A lot of fun things, I think, going on. Maybe having a lot of fun, taking part in hobbies and things like that. Good amount of work and a good amount of love. It's like a nice little mixture going on here for you. So you start off with the Six of Diamonds, which is all about planting seeds. I think you guys get a lot of sixes, at least with me for my reading. So but this is also about taking financial responsibility and looking at your financial responsibilities and things. I always say that this card is like a card of you, and I think this came up for you, Virgo, last week, if I'm not mistaken, on the last weekly video. I think so. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, that this is like a card where maybe there's something wrong with your car or something, and it's like if you don't get it fixed now, it'll kind of expand into something of a much bigger issue. So it's you being financially responsible by spending money in a lot of ways. So some of you even could be making like an investment. Maybe it's an expensive investment, but maybe it'd be a really financially responsible investment for you. This can also be you like starting side jobs, starting side businesses and things to make extra money. So anything you could potentially do to make extra money on the Six of Diamonds is very good. It's also a good time to like start new things. You have two fives coming up here, and these two fives are great for starting projects and starting anything new. Even like looking for teachers, looking for mentors, looking for new bosses, going to your boss. That's just some of the overarching energy that I'm getting off of these two fives. But you start off with the Five of Hearts, which can represent jealousy in a lot of ways, somebody being jealous of you, but it's always jealousy that's just you should ignore, because this is always the type of jealousy where it's like you've been working your butt off and then you get a raise and nobody else does, and that's why they're jealous of you. So it's always like a good type of, if there can be a good type of jealousy, that's what the Five of Hearts represents, things like that. This card can also represent a separation going on in your family. Like sometimes some readers will say that this can represent maybe like kids going off to college or kids going on vacation alone or something like that. So you might be experiencing that. And this card can also represent you going on vacation, or you needing a vacation, needing to take a vacation, planning a vacation, planning all those little things out, planning trips and things like that. So a lot of you could be figuring all of that out as well. Next, you have the Five of Clubs, which is a card of learning and learning new things, learning from experiences. So you could be having a lot of really great learning experiences. It's a very positive card, so there's always like a lot of great opportunities to learn under this under the Five of Clubs. And I would say you end with the Jack of Spades as well. So it would be a great week for you to just listen and take things in. I always say when there's like you get these like people spades cards, it's always a great time to just not talk too much and to just allow people to talk to you. I mean, when we have these spades cards, it's like the time where, these are like things where people slip up and tell you something they weren't supposed to tell you, but it kind of like benefits you at the same time. Again, nothing bad or anything negative, but just maybe they tell you about an investment or something like that. They let something slip that you could take advantage of. And like I said, not in a bad or negative way, but just like in a way that would help you out. So definitely keep your ears open. This is also a card of renovations but mostly like renovating your life, like taking charge of your life, changing something, getting more aggressive on something as well. Like maybe you've been trying to lose weight, maybe it hasn't been coming off as nicely as you'd like, so maybe you get more aggressive with this card, or maybe you get, like I said, like a teacher, like you hire somebody to help you lose more weight or something. It can also be like other areas as well, like at work. Maybe you're trying to improve at work, and you get one of your partners or something at work to help you out and make you better. So great card to learn under. Next, you have the Four of Spades, which is also it's actually not a bad card, even though most people think of spades as bad cards. But this is you, taking some time to, kind of like strengthen your weaknesses, look where you're weak. Again, it's funny because I think last week I said something along the lines of how there's been like a really great deal of focus on all of Virgo's health. Like health has been a major focus for Virgo, and as I say, I read for a bunch of Virgos, and a bunch of you lovely people, and health comes up for a lot of you. You know, I mean, I'm sure if you've had a reading with me, it's come up for you. It's come up for almost every single Virgo I read for. So this can be a card of you looking at like health weaknesses and things, or I get the sense that a lot of you are just working really hard as well. So there's like that exhaustion. So maybe just some of you need to take a break, and that's what this card can represent. Just needing to take a break, take a vacation, take some personal time, get a massage, get plenty of rest, sleep in, whatever. It's a great week, great month, I would say, to do that with this card. Next, you have these two coming together. You have the Queen of Hearts and the Jack of Spades. They kind of came out together, and they didn't want to separate. So, very interesting. But Queen of Hearts can represent like a water sign coming to you. I think over the past few months for Virgo, definitely water signs have been coming in for love. It's been a message at least that you should be on the lookout for a water sign. Virgo water sign, it can be a great mix. I'm not big on the whole like perfect match astrology thing because there's so many other things. Like people are always like, oh, is Virgo good with Pisces and all this other stuff, but there's so much more that goes into it than just the sun sign. There's so much more. But water signs come up heavily for you, Virgo. So I'd say there's definitely water sign love. This can also be somebody like your mother coming in and giving you advice. So if you have a mother or a mother-like figure, definitely take their advice this week if they give it to you. And again, finally, you have that Jack of Spades. Great week to listen. Just allow people to talk to you and just take everything in. And you never know where somebody might kind of like either solve a problem with you just by listening to them. They might, maybe you're having a problem, and then just by them talking, they like solve the problem for you. Or maybe they give you a little bit of advice. Or, a tip, like I said, on something that would be like a good investment or something. You never know. Just a good week to listen. This has been a long-term message as well, the whole listening thing. It's been coming up for signs from week to week, kind of like all over the place. But definitely, it's a good time to just listen right now, I would say. And probably for the rest of the summer as well. But it looks like a great month. So thank you for watching and enjoy your May.